and it's Thanksgiving. You get to wear that sweater and be hanging out with your relatives. And then they ask you to bring something. I'm like, well, what do you want me to bring? Well, bring a dessert. And I'm like, a dessert? I don't know how to make a dessert. So then I started thinking, what if we were to do this? Pancake batter, cast iron pan, cranberry sauce. Let's make a pancake. Yeah, cake. Pancake cake. And we'll call it dessert. Let's see how it turns out. Here we go. This is what we're gonna try to do. And again, we're winging this. All right, so this is my makeshift recipe, as you can kind of see right now what we're working with. So I went ahead and added half a cup of sugar into this mixing bowl. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that. So the next thing we're gonna do is half a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So I got that fancy brand because Yaya was here. And I don't know if y'all know, but my mom, she uses vanilla extract to clean my microwave. And I don't know, you guys may have seen it before, but every time she comes, hold on, let me show you how dirty my microwave is. See this? Yeah. She comes over and that's like her task. She loves to clean the microwave. Make herself, that's like her thing. She's got to have a clean microwave apparently. All right, so then we already have the half a cup of sugar. We got half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we got our 2 tablespoons of butter. It's supposed to be melted. All right, well, hang tight. Let me do that real fast. Well, how's your day going? Man, yeah, should have followed the recipe. I wrote tablespoons of butter instead of putting melted butter. I mean, if I'd have done that, it made this a little easier for everybody, right? But I mean, again, this is the holidays, you know, we're hanging out with family, we're doing our thing, and sometimes we forget to read, we forget to read the recipe. So, see what's happening. Oh! Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, she's melted. Oh, we gotta have Harry join us. I mean, it's the holidays. What's the holidays without Harry? I mean, we gotta have Harry. So, I didn't write down what I was supposed to do after this. Okay, probably wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, so then it says I need to make 2 cups of the pancake batter. So we got this Hungry Jack pancake mix. All right, so let's follow these instructions. It says for 2 cups of mix, 1.5 cups of water. All right, so let's follow the direction. And I know this is hard for you guys, especially you dudes, just like me. You get that IKEA furniture and you're like, oh no, I got this. And then you have like 48 things left over and you're like, what does this go to? And then one day it just falls to the ground and you're like, oh, that's what it goes to. All right, so we're gonna, come on now. Pour that in there. It's pretty close. What would you say? All right, and then it said 1.5 cups of water. So this is 2 cups of water. I pre-poured it, guys. Just trying to save like 20 seconds off the video. Because, I mean, I know y'all can't handle that 20 seconds of waiting. So here we go. It's 1 cup. It said 3/4 of a cup. And I think my batter was a little shy. So we'll make that just a hair shy. Just, Okay, so we got all that in there. Mixing the batter up. I think there's probably a better way you're supposed to do this, but I mean, I wanted Harry to hang out. I mean, it's the holidays. I mean, we can't leave Harry the spoon, or I don't know if you call him a spoon. I guess he's like a spork. You remember like the sporks for like the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell? Wow, Mexican pizza, Taco Bell. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about Mexican pizza while I'm trying to make this dessert. Anyway, but I mean, if any of you can relate to that, you know what I'm talking about. The spork and the Mexican pizza. That's delicious. It's kind of making me hungry now. All right, so essentially we're trying to make this pancake batter like a big fat pancake. And so when I was tasked with making dessert, I was thinking, all right, well, I'm not good at cooking anyway. I mean, you guys know that, right? I mean, y'all have watched some of my videos. I mean, I break skillets, I over-season pans, and then you want me to bake? So I'm like, all right, this should be an adventure. Okay, so I got my pancake batter, and I just realized something. I put the butter in here. It was supposed to go in the pan to grease the pan. All right, well, let me do that. I'll be back. So I was supposed to put the melted butter in the pan so the cake didn't stick to the pan. So I'm just kind of winging it here. So this pan is definitely going to be extra buttery, which is fine because as long as it doesn't stick. Behind the scenes, we need to preheat that oven to 375, which I should have did that. I mean, come on, guys. We gotta have awareness, and I'm failing you tonight. I'm sorry, but this could be you, right? Last minute panic, holiday panic, and you need to make a quick dish. Learn from me on what not to do, and we can do this. All right. So anyway, got all that butter in there. So now we got to open up the cranberries. What the? Seriously? I mean, must be one of these young kids labeling this guy. They did it upside down. I mean, seriously, we can't take extra time. See, that's just an example of America. People just not spending the extra time. I mean, all right. I digress. Now, personally, I was just gonna say that the ones with like the whole cranberries probably be better in this recipe, but the fact that I'm holding this upside down and it's not coming out, it's kind of scary. So, oh, wow. Okay. This is gonna be interesting, guys. Okay. So now we're gonna just mix up the cranberry, because the cranberry is gonna be the star of the show, because we're having a pancake cake cranberry. I don't know, you know, we'll make it fancy. We'll call it cranberry cobbler. Yeah, something like that. That's what we'll do. So anyway, so we're mixing all this up, but I have a feeling that with the tart of the cranberry and the sweetness coming from the pancake batter, this actually might be pretty decadent. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I think we got that to a decent texture. What do you think? On the bottom? Too bad we're not live streaming. I mean, would you want to live stream? I mean, I don't know. Probably get bored after 5 minutes, especially with my fancy sweater. See? Beep. All right, maybe not. Okay, so now we got all that in there. So we're gonna dump, ooh, that pancake cake batter. We got old Harry. Come on, Harry, now. And we're gonna try 375 degrees. We got it preheating for 35 minutes, and we're gonna see how that works out. Just like I say, you always preheat your skillet. Well, guess what? You also got to do the same thing to the oven, and I didn't do that earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and put this baby in the oven. It's been about, per our recipe, as you know, that digital download right there, 35 minutes. We're gonna see how she looks. You like my fancy glove, by the way? Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna set her down right there. So they say you're supposed to stick a toothpick in there and it come out. We got Harry instead. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. I think we're gonna let that rest. Tell me that right there. Your family asks you last minute to make it as, ow! Ow! Anyway, family asks you to make dessert, keep the pot holder on first, and then second thing, just trust your instincts. So we're gonna let this rest and we're gonna cut into it after it cuts off. I'm okay. Burned my finger a little bit, and that's just like basic cast iron safety. Don't forget the pan's hot. I was getting a little excited. My son was filming in the background. So anyway, so we got this pancake cake, right? That has the cranberries in there. So we want to see what happens. See what we're working with here. So yeah. See, I don't know. That's how it ended up right there. See, maybe we get a different sliver. Maybe it'll taste better than it looks. Okay, so let's try a little sample of this. You know what? It actually doesn't taste half bad. So the cast iron definitely crisps up everything. And honestly, I think maybe if I would have cooked it a little longer. All right, guys, I just want to tell you, after everything sets and it cooled off, I mean, it actually got to the right texture, like a cobbler. So I will say this actually turned out really, really good. So that's just what I want you to know. I would. So here's my challenge to you. So this is what we did, right? You saw the recipe. What could you do to make it better? That's the question. Because I was kind of thinking maybe it'd be like a cobbler. I don't know how you can make a cobbler. This is really good. Actually, it's got really good flavor. I like the cranberry addition. Definitely think if I worked on this recipe, it could turn out to be really good. Either way, from my kitchen to yours, as always, this is Heath Haley from East Texas Duct Tape, wishing you a happy holidays. Thank you and God bless.